Okay, there we go. Had to stop and restart the recording that I'm because I'm still trying to work out how I'm going to do things to get things on YouTube and off of the PC and so on and so forth. I'd love to get myself into set up with a NAS eventually, but that's nothing that's required for the stream. Um, I am looking at getting a new video card. It's going to be about 500 to 650. Um, $50 just for a new video card, unfortunately. Um, and that's going to help me bring in some of the higher end games and stuff like that. That's going to alleviate some of the CPU usage even more than what I did before. And the GPU will, of course, be able to handle a lot more. Okay, so I'm in the Golden Saucer. We're not going to be playing here. Um, there are some fun stuff that can go on here. But we're going to go ahead and... we'll go... I'm going to take us... clear that quest out. I need to go to South Shroud Camp Tranquil. All right. I'll clear that one quest out and get us into yeah, this way. And then we're going to move on to we're going to go do this one here. Here at Nedrick's recommendation, then you must not be without skill. That said, it is my duty to warn you of the dangers that await. The fortress was built by the Amdapori, an ancient people who rose to power upon arcane knowledge. During the heyday of their civilization, they built magnificent structures such as this. Alas, the splendor has long faded into memory, and the keep has become a lair for the lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult. Some of the cultists has even succeeded in summoning Voidsent, and we Wood Whalers welcome capable adventurers who would be willing to keep their numbers in check. So I complete that. I now have access to that. All right. So the next thing we'll real quickly run up and do, we'll talk to Rowena. I actually really need to do some work on... do some stuff on this character to get her... doing, and I have not touched her, so I'll probably be doing that in the next couple weeks. So, and that stuff I will be recording off stream, much like you see here. You'll see the you'll have the wolf, you'll have everything. What you won't have is you won't have any chat, because you'll be watching the VOD that I put up. And as I said, I'm working on getting... oh. Hi. Lots of dungeons to open up. I'm working on getting set up with YouTube. I might even start dual streaming if possible. I think I can do that because I'm not a partner. I think I can dual stream on... And now this is more than just for this. If I was to dual stream, would have YouTube, and I'd have to find a way to get a bot to swap the chat over. Okay, Rowena, a friend of Nedric's, are you? Then you must be an adventurer of some skill. My business relies on capable people such as you. A gesture of goodwill, I'm going to share with you a morsel of information. There's a bloke named Geralt. Makes his living in weapons and armor and whatnot. They say his skill is the finest in the realm. Might be it's gone to his head, though. Folks don't take the man if you get my meaning. Take to the man if you get my meaning. Oh, and he likes a drink and all. Bloody Bear got himself in the forge, though. As a young lad, he was cast out on his ear by his master for the crime of crafting finer wares, and that while pissed drunk. Ever since, he's roamed here and there, earning his keep from day to day. I've known Geralt since I landed in the business. Ain't seen him for a while, though, and the last time I did, the old fool had tears in his eyes and snot dripping from his nose. Fallen on hard times, he said. Asked for a bit of coin to tide him over. Never paid me back, neither. Couldn't say for sure where he is now. Seemed to remember hearing he was in the Black Shroud putting up Histermill or some such place. You might do well to commission his work. He'll even reforge the relics of old if you make it worth his while. And there ain't no other in Eorzea that can do that. If it's relics you care about, I have a promise payment of what might catch your fancy. It don't look like much, but it'll get old Geralt to fire up his forge. That much I promise. Okay. So we go ahead and put that there. Yeah, we'll leave that one there. And we'll start doing the move on. So let's go to Costa del Sol. New. Costa del Sol. But almost very few other MMOs have armor, especially back when this was originally done. That detailed. It's amazing. Star Wars The Old Republic doesn't have it detailed like that. World of Warcraft definitely doesn't have it that detailed. This detailed. Now, don't get me wrong. They all have good looks. But there's some really crafted detail in this stuff. Oh, wait, let me take a look. Timers. There we go. Get that timer up. Oh, sweet siren of the sand, oh my Makote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane? I mean, what brings you to my humble resort? Flamen? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? Ickyads, woman. If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame. To think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff of the West or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Garaju. Your information will serve us well. That said, There are a number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I would most appreciate it if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. Okay. Alright, kid. Alrighty then, there's Wineport right there. Gotta love the flight. Well, if it isn't you, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe this pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly. I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Okay, that's hilarious. The sniff of the navel clings to you still. The scent of the navel clings to you still. Do you truly think me that perceptive? No. I learned of your victory from Captain Whisket. I raised a glass in your honor that very eve. Damn, I was supposed to talk to you, I thought. Okay, apparently I'm wrong. Let's go ahead and go on over here and talk to this guy. We gotta find out where this woman is. Next one up. There we go. Hey, you want to know if I've seen a Makote lass by the name of Paladin? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for bloody too long, for far too bloody long, excepting you, of course. Yeah, right. Now I get to speak with him. Oops. I jumped the gun. I see you've had many grand adventures since we last spoke. Yeah, just a few minutes ago. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago? One does not forget perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet so simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native of these parts, in fact. As I said as much when we spoke, she complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. I told her to follow the road south into the Rain-Cutcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers will grow in the shade of the cliff, have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may find her there. Okay, let's go find her. And when these games give you fetch quests like this, chase and fetch, a nice flying mount is always a good thing. But look at those pink toe beans. Uh-oh. All right, time to make another conversation. Aiming your tent, stranger, I did not realize my activities have roused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make perfume, you see, and Fleming, I don't. Who are you? Whom do you serve? This munchkin, Pipsqueak, right here. It appears you have already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. Yeah, you better. The songstress of Ulda, I presume, Menphilia, or should I say Asilla, is looking for you. Asilla? You are the very picture of health, my lady. Yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that is by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Menphilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lenosha aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate, prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you like to interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? So, before what's called patch 5.3, there was about 5 quests where you went back and forth talking to her and collecting stuff. Now there's just this one. Oh. I could do that. Now, if you guys have questions about what's going on because you missed some stuff, just ask. Where is she? Right there. Just, and I'll let you know because I know the story pretty much as it is. All right, this is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Memphilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Take the gold. You say my daughter waits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. And you actually find out the flower she was collecting to make this perfume was for Menphilia. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lemon? Asilla. I haven't seen her like this in years. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continuing you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm proud of you. I learned from the best. I have a gift. Celestia perfume, you remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. Nod. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for your associate there, however. I could not have made it without her. Thank you. Thank you both. Nod. There's something else. This is a cat's eye? The cat's eye I found all these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The antecedent which claimed his life... The accident, wow. Boy, my brain is not reading right. Which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lemon who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of our first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lemon as a gift. She said it was beautiful. But there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and all the many things you've done, I can't help but think that which you have yet to do, and of what it might entail. Asilla, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lemon? You built it once, Asilla. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Nods. I'll also say this, for back in 2013, the animation's smooth. Even Star Wars The Old Republic from 2013, some of the animations were not smooth, as smooth as what you see here. It's amazing. Alphino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow scions and send word to the students of Baldessia and preparations begin at once. Nod. Alright. Dark Light Choker offending. We'll take that. Dark Light Earrings offending. Choker offending. Band offending. There we go. We'll equip. Nice. Alright. Latest news on the Scion's imminent relocation. Okay, don't need any of those. It is all well and good. We have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is much to be done, so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representative there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would never have been established, much less more heavily fortified successor. Its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks such as securing new facilities... Okay. Cultivating relationships with local merchants and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, Antecedent. He's psychic. He brought them. Really, Alphino, if I need to concern myself with anything, it's surely matters of such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissaries of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. No, she got some video that played a little loud on her phone. It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best begin talks at the earliest opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are known as Alvone, are you not? May I say that it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate the Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate and fewer still survive. Actually, she might be an elf. Yeah, he's an elf. He's human. Or their version of human. I changed my character to be a human from the elf. And she's a human. I think this one over here that you can barely see right now is possibly Ellison. We hope you'll favor us with your presence again ere long. Nope, she's human. He's the only elf here. Well, would seem that your reputation precedes you. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's toll with all haste as first intended. But before that, I dare say you've earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far. There's already so much you have done for us and for me. We'll speak again anon. Till then, take care. Da, 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 da. Man, that's a sharp sword. Ah, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphino has just returned, and it would seem that there's something he would share with us. Nod. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventure Guilds have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Reverend Stoll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordana, the Rising Stones. And everybody's cheering. Yay. Bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I come to look forward to Taru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the Waking Sands to the Rising Stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? Yeah, it was. I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Raban included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst-kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, and that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stands for. Yeah, Morph, it might be at about 18,000 now, because we got another Ellison right there. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to have a little more recognition, and the people have a right to know who saved them. And he's got a sister. It is my hope that the Jester will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so, I would show them that it is the power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who felled primals and faced down the Empire. Excuse me, I'm the one who felled the primal, damn it. All of them, so far. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this: prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, and as we have time and time again, united as one. Yay! There must be some way I can. Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Fleming to teach me the basics of mining too. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphino, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Damn it! Gotta stop that. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would have you deliver these documents to Slafborn. I'm your primal slayer, killer, destroyer of the Praetorium, the Ultima Weapon, an Asian. And you want me to deliver documents? They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well. At least it was my usual too. Alright, well, let's go straight to Revenant's Toll. Yeah. Even when they're girls. Of course I deliver him. Where is he? There he is. Hadn't loaded in yet. I was told to expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long. You have something for me, yes? Yeah, here. Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? We, would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. Heh, maybe not. Let's see here. I don't need any of those. We'll take the gill. It's possibly a primal. Slafborn would like to show you around the Scion's soon-to-be home in Revenant's Toll. Back to the work of a dozen men, I see. Ha, but I jest. Even I can appreciate that such an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd like to be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where the adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortune to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I can imagine it's a good place as any for you to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Is everything quite all right, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries. You can rest assured I'll see to all the necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Thing is, you can't get the girls if you don't get to stay there for a long period of time.
Why are you... Oh, never mind.
Why am I what?
I was going to say, why are you floating? And then I realized what you were doing.
Yeah. It was a little delayed, which was weird.
Well, on my screen, you had your inventory thing up, so it's just like...
Yeah. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordana. I wasn't privy to the conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be the Ixal have summoned Garuda again, or mayhap the Imperial forces have been sighted within the shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it is nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Aha. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gurudania. Thine arrival is customarily timely. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Oriange says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. I had hoped that the Mughals guard beyond such follies. Oh, gods, this one. I hate this one. Suffice to say, the disturbance warrants a full investigation. Nod. Thy presence has been requested by Commander Heliox. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray, hasten to Gridania, Valone. Ida and Papalimo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Yay! Gotta get this over with. Alright, so teleport to New Gridania. Oh, I like that outfit. Very nice. A pleasure to see you as always. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Got a level 70 weapons coffer, the buffalo calf, Darklight bracelet of Fending. I'll take that. Ah! I hit the wrong button. Hail to the king, Koopa. Alright. Not long ago, Mughal Kuplokop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to Mughal kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved to be an able ambassador to the Sliffs, and we would have you reprise your role in our dealings with the Mughals. The rest you should hear from Kuplu Kop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seats here at the Lotus Stand. Alrighty then. What's the... Oh. Don't need that beast tribe thing just yet. Yes, I know I need to send it to you. It's on my desktop. Conjurer's Guild. Alright. Here we go. Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles. Koopa, they're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplu Kop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea of what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come. And upon such short notice, truly Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summon you. Our friend Kuplu Kop has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that the good King Moogle the 12th has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth be told, I myself cannot say for sure if it is a genuine figure of history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplu here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there. Unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with literally endless supply of wine. Kupo. Man, these guys are drunks. And in spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moogle the 12th, Moogle Mog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moogle the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do. Kupo. He had a rope. You see, the longest one ever woven. This notably held. He nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came to this land. Kupo. All of us except good King Moogle Mog the 12th. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. Good Lord, can you not keep praising this guy? He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mooglekind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens from what I understand, that being the reason for your reason for contacting us. Yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea. The problem, Yida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that the good King Moogle Mog the 12th is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Mughals with a boatload of crystals wish... Oh, good lord, I just... After going through this several times, I just recognized the... oh... The Gilligan's Island reference. A handful of Mughals with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared. Would that even work? Oh, that's just wrong. What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda himself, Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by heroics of a chosen few. To you, who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mughals' guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe they can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes, come what may. I assure you, the Mughals' guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of the good King Mughal Mog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love. Good frickin' God! Urgh. They've started to get a little carried away. Koopa. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the slips who summon Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat to not only the Mughals' kind, but Gridania as a whole. Thus we beseech you, confront good King Mughal Mog XII and drive him from our midst. No. Mini. Mood octopus. There's a difference. How you doing, Halo? Humbly, I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mughals' guard and their liege lord is concealed by magic wards. Brother Isumi Yan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insights on how they may be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. I'm doing pretty good. Finished Hellblade, and oh my god, that's still such a damn good game and ending. So I had a little time, so we went to Final Fantasy XIV to continue our Warrior of Light. And we're about to go smack down a Moogle. Let me tell you though, the Moogle is not easy. No, I will say this, I kind of wish I had a DPS class for this one. I don't know how to tank this one. Alright, we're going to go speak to Brother Isumi Yan. Welcome, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mughal Mog the 12th is of great comfort to me and the elementals both. I am sure you know the Mughals are not by their nature warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus, it does behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. And don't need any of those. We'll take the gold. Alright. The wards barring access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the self-same method employed 5 years ago when the first king was summoned to Eorzea. I cried when I saw that. The only reason you would say that I cried is because how beautiful the ending was. Oh, wow. It's amazing. The vision of Hela, the way that they portrayed her, the fight at the end, oh. And the fact that the third, literally, that third ring of fighting can go on forever. And the voice and the music, oh, the music is beautiful. Gotta get the soundtrack to that, damn it. Keep forgetting to. It was with great regret we were forced to sanction the slaying of the Guardians, who then held keystones, for none were in our possession at the time by the grace of the elementals. However, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kublai-Khan confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mughals guard themselves. Yet, wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry into the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must have Kublai-Khan's keystone. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. Drive on Halo. Alright, not a problem. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. He awaits you at the Wheatstone Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Time to run. Oh, did I go to the right place?
Probably not.
Actually, yes, I did.
Yay!
Talk about luck! So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there's truly no other way, I'll do it. Kupo, take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go ahead. All right. We're going on to the Sweet Bloom Pier. Yes. They're big Mughals. Look at them. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us, by consorting with this here. Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs. You're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his kin's Mughals. He plots treason against the crown. Enough, Kublai-Khan will answer for his crimes soon enough, as all as will all who defy the will of good King Mughal Mog the 12th. May his reign forevermore. May he reign forevermore. Kupo. They got big palms there. The king is planning to purge 12's of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. The entrance to Thorn Marsh is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward, but be warned, Mughals Guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me. Escort Kuplu Kops safely to the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to the Sweet Bloom Pier, where you may rendezvous with him before trying again. All right, we're off. All right. All right. All right. Come on. Come on. Keep going. I'm trying. Damn it. Did not mean to be that spot. Come on. Defeating these guys is a bit slow as a tank. Whew. Oh, wrong way. There we go. What? How am I getting these guys again? Must be because I went out of the log the wrong way. Ah. I was not in his area of effect. All right, we're down to him again. There we go. All right. Here we are, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? All right. Speak. Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus. Like when you attune to an Aetherite, Kupo, I'll open the way for you. All right. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now, go teach those foolish Mughals a lesson and send the king back whence he came. Alright. Thorn March Hard now accessible. Wish it was actually not the hard version, but oh well. Let's do it. Okay. It's going to take a minute or so to get that. Let me go get some more water. Actually, nah, I'll deal with out.
I'll get the water for you.
That was not really going, but okay. Alright. Well, there's a samurai with a warrior of light barding. Who is here? Let's see who we get. This will take some time. You okay?
No.
Do you need...
Give me a few minutes and I'll be okay.
Okay. Oh, somebody withdrew. Fortunately.
Fuck.
Here we go. Oh, gotta change out of free company to party. We gotta learn sometime. All right. Okay. All right. This is going to be fun. Uh-oh. They're getting back up. Okay, all I know is this guy really needs to be tanked away from the group. I'm down. I can't move. There we go. Come on. Okay, looks like we might have something going on here. Alright, come on. We got it. We got all the Koopas, we got all the Moogles down, and now it's King Moogle on first shot. Woo! First time. So you skipping the cutscenes. I'll say it's because player accommodation. Oh, I was going to get that. Yep. Well, looks like that's that person. And knives. That should be going to our ninja. Yep, it did. I actually got accommodation out of that. Hey, nice. Ah, that is always one of the cutest, most fun, chaos, and hardest thing there. You did it, Kupo, you did it. Good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped a Moogle's guard when you did. Thank you. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing with fairy tales. Rest assured, the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go tell Pukni Pak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Rao at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. All right. I was surprised at that. All right, so let's go to Camp Tranquil. Whew. That was, well, relatively intense. Alright, so let's see here. Where are we at? Let's see, 3 more. Guys, I'll tell you this. At least I'm not doing the crafting on stream and whatnot. I'm just trying to run through the quests and make it as entertaining as possible. So I appreciate you guys being here. And I know it's not the best, but it's also a good decompress after Hellblade. Ew. You need to get that looked at ASAP then. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mughal 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as example to us all, has fallen? Probably. Screen flashing.
Every now and then it flashes like... It's probably, is there a lightning effect
Yes.
going on? Okay.
There's a storm and lightning.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
why I'm seeing flashing.
All Mughal kind owes you a debt, Kupo. I sense Rayo wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Yay. On the properties of Primal. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Mughals shall not be forgotten. My sister will no doubtless wish to hear this tale of great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account on the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Okay. We shall go ahead and teleport back to Gridania. But yeah, I mean, the story that we're going through is really good. If you actually can piece the story together as you go, it's really good. I know we don't play this every day and all that, but I don't think that this would be something that you guys would want me to play every day. And honestly, I don't want to play it every day through, for the stream. I want to play other things. I want to do things. Which is why I do it every so often. But I also know this is not the best cup of tea for many people. But hey. Let's go ahead and talk to our Silent Conjurer. No, not the, whatchamacallit. This one. Elder Seatseer is expecting you, madam. May I show you in? Yes, you may. Ha. Actually, while I'm watching, listening to you, I'm also playing HCS and their newest event, Hauling Hope. Did you finish the other event? I know you were trying to finish the other one. You have returned to us unharmed and victorious. Well, I don't think unharmed is right, because I kind of died, but got raised up. Thus, I have 2 reasons to be glad. Oh, cool. That's actually a good, nice little bit. Yet, many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. You did get giving wise done on time, so got rewards. Always a good thing. Then it was as we feared. The king is really a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, Mughals don't worship him for one thing. He's not even good to them. Sounds like any primal I've ever heard of.
Sorry for being so noisy.
Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains, though, a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the aether which comprised him instead being scattered to the 4 winds. 1 second, guys.
I'll see about doing that later.
According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means Asians. The whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupopo? They said it was a masked man who taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Here. Meet that. Confound it all. How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Well, this is the gift that keeps giving, too. Because it's just knowledge on how to do it. You can't remove that knowledge. Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flame, ever and again we shall suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. Ah. Actually, I've never run across that word, ever. Oh, at least when I'm speaking it out loud. My heartfelt thanks. Already the information you have provided us has provided invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We will be glad to send additional supplies to Revenantstall. We knew we'd count on you, my lady. While Yida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seatseer, mayhap you return to the Waking Sands to apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Odd. Oh, I don't need that. I need that. That's a fat chocobo. All right. It is good to see you hale and healthy. I received word from Yida and Papalimo that you have felled good King Mughal the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was, as I said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Asians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Our offer her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So, as to avoid undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conclude future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides that of other concerns. To move forth as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seems only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Orianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the biggest and darkest moments of our Order's histories. Mayhap it's best that we do not forsake them entirely. Orianger will remain here, devote his energies to studying the nature of the primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alizé shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Orianger, would you inquire of him and if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that we have forgotten something important. Also, Alizé has not been brought back formally, and there is a quest that brings her back into the forefront, but you actually go in, face Bahamut, and you find out what's happened to Louis Sois, which I have actually never done. All right. I hear you have triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I had full mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I am afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the Aether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Yida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is a spring breeze beside what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a Beastman Aetherdite leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have a word with Commander Helix. He will be able to tell you about about said Aetherdite, among other things. Actually, has anyone asked yet if you have seen the 14 movie? What movie are we talking about? No.
Advent Children?
No, that's Final Fantasy VII sequel.
Okay.
It's Cloud and Sephiroth.
That's right.
That much I know. Give me a moment. Let me take a look at it. Oh. Oh, okay. It's not really a movie about Final Fantasy XIV. It's just a movie that Final Fantasy XIV was the impetus for what the movie is. Okay. No, I had not seen that before. All right. Thou art ever welcome, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave, unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history? In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely strode into the great unknown, only to find that there a banner of his ancestor faded by the eons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis though his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in the shadow remain hidden, lost, no, sooner than they are found. That makes no friggin' sense with what I'm asking you. Be not offended. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach, despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories. Thou hast been ever so convinced of thine greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Oh? Ah! Whence came that cry? The solar 12 for Finn, the antecedent. Wow. Really? Why didn't we just move? Why did you have to actually say that first? You must... No, get a headache. That's what I must do. Yeah, I agree, Glory Quester. It's actually nice to see that type of movie. I'd have to take a look at it. But when you say when somebody says did you hear about the Final Fantasy XIV movie? It's, you think that it's the main characters that are being used, not that the game is just a conduit for the movie, which is actually, but it's still pretty cool. Tell me, Louis, what would you have done the same? Louis Levier was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. An Asian? Here? How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been a millennium. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who you speak of, La Habrea? La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. What are... We're ready when you are, milady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, milady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth is there in each tale is diluted by the time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive naught. So it is with all but a chosen few, even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children with his grace, with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? All right, headache over. I take it there's no need to explain. Save your concern, he did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a glass of my special tonic. Orange, send word to the students of Baldessia and tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there's any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians were wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. I'll take it apart. Yeah, sure. Not a problem. Pray attend me, Tataru. All right. Normally I'd teleport out of here, but since I'm going right to the area right outside the door, it's not worth it. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Okay. All right. All right, we got another area. Hmm? Oh. Buggers. Come here, Mr. Gruesome Gargoyle. This is a bloated bogey.
Okay.
There are several of them throughout. It's different names.
I just couldn't see what the name was.
Yeah. And again, getting tiresome. Alright, come on. This is a gnarled gargoyle.
Well, at least this time the scratch is not right in your face.
It would be. Depending on my camera angle. And the narrowness of where I was fighting.
Yeah, like the first one.
All right. Ascian Thermaturge. Alright, let's kill this conjurer. Got this other conjurer to kill. And another one. All right. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds. For through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain. But surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question all my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God. And we shall meet again. I hate this guy.
He sounds like a very pompous ass.
Pretty much. Alright. Waking Sands it is. Make it easier. Alright. Okay. Thank the gods you've returned. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. Really? You think of that now? I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? He said he's going that way. I went that way and beat the crap out of a whole bunch of shit that he put in my way. Can I kill him next time, please?
Sure.
As it was, so it shall be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. You mean blah blah brea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Yay! Let us set aside the matter of the Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stone. There is but one final favor I would ask you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind a journal, which I have closely guarded since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Orange will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. All right. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? Yo, here, take this dusty book. The father's journal, the father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, I can imagine that the antecedent's pain. While upon mine honor I swear to spare it no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Mephilia here. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed the Rising Stones. If you have yet to, once you've given the journal to Orange, I bid you come to the seventh heaven in Revenant's Toll. Interesting. I've never seen. Okay. Tatara will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetherite at Revenant's Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep. Primal fear, the king lives. Okay. Nothing. Alright, let's go to Revenant's Toll. Okay, we're still zoning. Hey, there we are. Ah, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all the signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I shall spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we were truly safe here. Ah, that man. I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. Oh. That's who that is. I just recognized him.
Who is it?
Nero.
Nero?
The Red Ranger.
Oh.
That I beat in the Praetorium.
Oh.
You've been, you see the structure I speak of? It's hard, it'd be hard to miss. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's the remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him to see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. Nod. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured, this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat, despite the relocation. And with that, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. The Crystal Tower Quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. While you are granted respite from your duties as a scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. Okay. Speak with Memphilia. Okay, folks, bear with me a few more minutes, finishing this quest up and setting up the next one, and then it's a pause. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us over to somebody to spread the love of you guys, because one, you guys are the best, and two, those who are here, those here, I want to show you, give you an idea of somebody that I know that I think you might enjoy. So bear with me. Don't go anywhere right after I'm finished with this. So just will take a minute or two to finish reading this. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. Nod. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. And everybody cheers. A moment of your time, I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me to me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No one responds. Let me try it. Really? No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge of both, oh no. Contact our agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Ochre? Or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Asian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt Elidibus spoke true. Yet there is there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand. I discern them all around in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise to meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is the picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Kryl, where are you? Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last they see. Alright. Alright, so we just finished up. Let's see here. We just finished up the Realm Awoken patch of 2.1. We have 2.2, 3, 4, 5, and 5.5 left to go. So we do have a lot to go, and this is why I'm going to be doing this off stream. I just really need to get my butt in gear and do it. What I will do, what I'm planning on doing, is doing something and then posting it on in my the stream's YouTube channel as well as on here. Eventually, my idea will be to go in and stop everything. You know, not. My original intention was to put everything up on stream up on YouTube. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it from the time I get everything done, and then start really recording it on there if I start being able to broadcast on both at the same time. So, guys, I want to say thank you all very much for being here. Everything has been great to have you all here. We finished up Hellblade, Sinuous Sacrifice. We will do something different on Sunday. We will also be working on something on Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure what that will be right now. Next Thursday, we will continue Spider-Man, Marvel's Spider-Man. And from there, we will go ahead and move on and see what else we can do and have a little bit of fun. I hope that your week starts out well, and you're always welcome to be in the Discord. If you are not yet in the Discord, please go ahead and join it. The Discord is right there. Just message me, let me know that you got the Discord from the stream. That way you can go ahead and be bumped up so that you are able to see what is available. So, I'm going to go ahead and take us over to somebody that I know. He's a great person, and he just went live. We have rated him before. He is playing, let's see here. What is he playing? Well, I thought he was there. Let me check something here. Well, he was on, and now he's not. This is why I checked beforehand. I've inadvertently taken you to the wrong place before. I've inadvertently taken you to people who have stopped streaming. Originally, I was going to take us to Bad Blight. He was playing. His information says he was set up for Final Fantasy VII, but there could be a lot of things. He could be doing Dead by Daylight. Let's see here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go see Not a Problem, Maya. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. You have a great evening. We're going to go to Bromopar, and I'm going to check him real quick. All right. He is live. He is good. I'm going to take us there. Please, when you go in there, call out Lair Raid and use any emotes that you have. I will. I will do so, but thing is, I don't want to see much of what he is playing because I don't want to spoil it for me. He is playing Cyberpunk 2077, so thank you all very much. Give him the respect that you give me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and if you like what you see when you go over there, go ahead and give him a follow. It doesn't cost you a single thing. So good night, everyone. Raid is starting. All right, rating is happening. Here we go. Did it just cancel on me? Nope.